Hi everybody, Debbie Omad here. So, today's video, if you don't know me, my name is Debbie and I've been doing Omad for about 5 months, just under 5 months. And I'm just about 40 pounds down. So, that's awesome. Today is not weigh-in Monday, so I'm not going to give my actual weight until Monday, which I do every Monday, or try to. But the video today is going to be about the snake diet and Cole Robinson. Now, a while back, you guys know I did a video about his channel, and I did put a disclaimer that he's a little rough around the edges and a little abrasive, aggressive. He likes to yell at people, but his methods work. I mean, there's proof in the pudding, and he's got a ton of testimonials proving that it works. But he does coaching, and throughout the course of his coaching, his tune has changed a little bit, and I found it very interesting, which is the purpose for this video. Initially, he was really kind of against Omad for a long time. He thought Omad was crazy and that it did not yield the results that he wanted to see. And his big push was for people who had a lot of weight to lose and were extremely overweight, that they should fast indefinitely, like for as long as possible, weeks even. Well, he's changed that. Now, because of his coaching and the people he's come across and the success rates that he has found that those that do OMAD, which is most of my groups, a lot of my group does just intermittent fasting and whatever works for their lifestyle. But for those that do OMAD, he has found that they are more disciplined and more committed to this and take it more seriously. And we do. So initially, he still wants people to do longer fasts, like 48 hours to 72 hours, just to break the fear of fasting. And a lot of us on OMAD, we do 48 hours every now and again, and I know a few of you that are doing 72s. So we are, we do that as well. We're not just OMAD. But I thought it was really interesting that he literally can tell the difference in a person's commitment level if they've done some serious fasting already. Because once you've done OMAD for a little while, it isn't that hard. Like for me, one meal a day is not that difficult. I mean, it's not easy, but it's doable. And I'm not afraid of it. And I've done a couple, well, I've attempted to do a bunch of 48s. I've never really made it to 48 hours, but I've gotten close. I think 46 was my longest, and then I've caved. But I thought, oh, that's, close enough. But Cole is still extreme, and he's still abrasive, and he still likes to swear a lot. But, I mean, he's being effective. He's helping people. So I do some coaching on the side as well, and I don't know if many of you know that. I'm not like taking on a million clients or anything like that, but I like to coach people who are just starting out with OMAD. So unlike Cole, who wants only to coach people who are either at maintenance level or are just starting out but have been doing OMAD for a while, I, on the other hand, think the people who are just starting out with fasting are the ones that need the most help. So we have a different mindset there as well. So we're different in a lot of ways. But the one thing we absolutely 100% agree about is the snake juice that he coined the name snake juice, which is basically salt water. I mean, it's pink Himalayan salt, magnesium sulfate, some baking powder, and some people throw in apple cider vinegar and potassium, and it doesn't taste great, but it really does actually help a lot, for me anyway, with fasting. And I've noticed that my numbers, my scale numbers, are more consistently dropping when I do the snake diet, or drink the snake juice, which in our channel we lovingly call salt solution. But for those that don't know, Cole's snake diet recipe is basically what they put in an IV when you're in the hospital. So it's to keep your body's electrolytes balanced. And as long as that's balanced, fasting is a lot easier. And it is. There's a lot of folks that are doing keto. I personally am not a big keto person because I don't believe in cutting out any complete food group. I think that we don't want to train our bodies to not know how to digest carbs. I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to give up on cake or ice cream or um, potatoes for the rest of my life. I'm just not going to. So while I'm doing OMAD, I limit those things. I limit them a lot. I really cut it down, but I don't cut it out completely. So I'll do OMAD, all week long, and then one day or 2 days I'll have a potato with my meal, or I'll have, a something little like a half of a cupcake or something like that, just to keep my body aware that these are foods that I'm going to eat. Because you find if you cut out a complete food group or groups, that over time your body adjusts, right? Our bodies are so adjustable, it's crazy. But they do adjust, and then when you try to eat that food again later on down the line, you have a real problem. Your body doesn't know how to digest it. So that's why I don't do strictly keto. But like I said, I do count calories, and I do watch what I'm putting into my mouth. And I keep my refeeds, my OMAD calories fairly low. I mean, for the majority of the week, I keep it 1,000 to 1,200. And then a few days a week, maximum 3 days a week, I'll keep it at like 500 to 800, which is really, really, a little bit on the extreme side too, because I'm going below my BMR, but I don't do it for the whole week. I just do it a couple of days, and that tends to keep the scale going down. And with the snake juice or the salt solution, that's easier to do. I mean, I don't need to eat that much. So it's working. So like I said, I found it interesting that Cole has kind of changed his tune on OMADers. There's a time when he would say, if you do OMAD, I don't even want to talk to you, because he thought it was just a pansy way to lose weight. But now it's the OMAD people that he actually wants to coach, because they're disciplined, and he knows that they're serious about weight loss, and people we are. So, check him out if you like. It's a snake diet, and his name is Cole Robinson. He's got a YouTube channel. He's also got a Facebook page. And like I said, he likes to swear, and he likes to yell at people. But for some people, that's working. I'm not that person. I can't do that. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to swear. That's just not in my genetic makeup. I'm just not that human being. But if you are just starting out with fasting, whether it's intermittent fasting, OMAD, whatever it is you're doing, and you do need some help, hit me up. Hit me up here in the comment section or on my Facebook group, Debbie Omad. And like I said, I am going to start taking on a few more clients. Like I said, I work full time, and I do have a family that needs me, so I'm not going to take on like 20 clients or anything like that, because I want to have time. But I am going to charge for it, so be aware of that. I'm not going to do it for free, but I'm reasonable. And the people that I have coached so far are doing great, and really, really are grateful for the help that I provided. So anyways, just letting you know that that's available if you're interested. So the other thing I wanted to touch on with the snake diet phenomenon that's going on is, Cole does his research, and he's not a doctor, he's not a medical professional, but he does do his research. And as many of us know, and I've talked about before, when you go online and you're interested in starting OMAD, or you're interested in losing weight, information overload is a thing, okay? I know when I first started this, I was like really eager to learn everything that I could learn, and I spent so much time reading scientific studies and watching YouTube videos and Googling things, and holy cow, by the time I was done, in a day of researching, like taking a Saturday and just researching, I had so much conflicting information that my mind was like spinning, and you get to the point where it's just so much that you're paralyzed. You don't even know how to start, because it's just so much information. I've been there, and I know how that feels, and those are the people I'm talking to that are just, overwhelmed with all of the different information. Part of the reason is, of course, everybody views things differently, but more importantly, because everybody's body is different, right? So just because something works for me does not mean it's going to work for you. Like, I know that if I eat carbs, I'm hungrier the next day and the scale doesn't move as much because my body reacts to carbs that way. For some people, that's not true. So the key is, when you're starting this, to limit the types of foods that you're eating so that you can figure out how your body reacts to them. Make sense? So then the contradictory information that you're getting on YouTube and Googling is less overwhelming, because then you know what is actually helping your body, what your body needs as an individual, as opposed to what worked for that guy or that guy or that girl. Okay? Excuse me. So keep that in mind. My goodness, sorry. Anyways, so keep that in mind, and just remember that just because one thing didn't work for you doesn't mean there isn't another option, because fasting as a whole is the perfect way to lose weight and keep it off. I've done the yo-yo dieting, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I've spent the majority of my life fighting my weight. And I've lost weight, I've gained weight, and I've lost everything. I mean, I've gained everything I've lost and then some every single time, which is yo-yo dieting. I've tried a million different ways, and I did a video on that too, but I've tried Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, Jenny Craig, Fen pills, the diet pills, oh my goodness, Atkins, keto. I mean, the list goes on and on over the years. I'm going to be 50, well, I'm 56. I'm going to be 57 in a few weeks. Yikes. Okay, in a few weeks. And over the course of my lifetime, I have tried just every fad diet that's come along. And I've lost weight on some of them, but invariably I put it back on because I can't stick to it. It's just not sustainable for me as a long-term lifestyle. This is. And this makes sense to me because fasting is not just for weight loss. It's also for health, for just overall health. Because when you fast, you keep your insulin levels low. And as long as your insulin levels are low, your body has time to do the work it needs to do to keep the rest of you healthy. Kills off old dead cells. It gets rid of sick cells. Stops the inflammation in your body, which is a big cause for pain and injuries, is that inflammation. And fasting keeps that at bay. So there's just so many I could list. I could be here for an hour listing all of the benefits that fasting brings to your body over and above just weight loss. And I say just weight loss because that's actually the side effect of fasting, okay? All the other things that it does for your body is so much more important in the long term. And it literally increases longevity. So it will allow us to live longer. And that is huge. I just saw a study the other day on stem cells and the research that they're doing and the remarkable things that stem cells can do for your body. Did you know when you're fasting, your body increases its own stem cells? Did you know that? Because that's freaking crazy. Stem cells is what fixes that keeps us going. It rejuvenates the body. And as you get older, naturally, your stem cell production lowers, like everything else, because you're getting older and your cells are older too. But fasting rejuvenates that process. So look that up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Just do stem cell in Google, and you'll find everything that I'm talking about. Okay, sorry. Somebody's trying to call me while I'm doing a video. That's fun. So, again, the purpose of this video was to talk about Cole and the snake diet and how he's changed his tune a little bit, which I find very cool. I do still watch him because he does have some interesting ideas and great information. And I know a lot of you watch him too. And I found that out from the last time I did a video on this. So I'm wondering how many of you are using the snake juice or the salt solution. I had a video where I put the whole recipe of how to make that in the description and on the video. But if you need that again, let me know and I'll do another video on it. Otherwise, just go back and look at one of my older ones that has it. But he has totally had an epiphany, if you will, about Omad and the fact that it really does show that we're serious and that that we're taking this as a lifestyle change and not just a fad diet. You know, somebody said, well, yeah, but gosh, are you going to eat one meal a day the rest of your life? No, probably not. But what I am going to do is once I get to the weight that I want, which is still down the road a bit, probably another 30 or 40 pounds from now, so I'm about halfway there. Um, when I get to that point, I absolutely will continue using intermittent fasting as my protocol for my lifestyle. Will it be OMAD? Maybe it'll be OMAD 2 or 3 times a week, and it'll be 16:8, or 18:6 the other days. I watch the scale and pay attention to what my body is doing and how I'm reacting to stuff. But knowing that I have the ability to fast in my back pocket means that I know I'll be able to keep the weight off. I've never, like I said, it's been 5 months, and this is the longest I've ever been on a diet, which it's not, it's a lifestyle, but it's the longest I've ever been able to sustain one in my entire life. And it's hard. I mean, you get hunger pains, and it gets tough in social situations sometimes because everybody's eating and they're looking at you like, why aren't you? But that's where we develop our self-confidence, and we are comfortable saying, hey, it's just I'm not hungry, it's not my time. And even when you are hungry, I'm going to eat that. I'm going to eat that, but I'm going to wait until it's in my window because that's how I do it. And for me, anyways, doing that shows other people how real this is and how effective this is, because it does actually work. And there's no gimmicks and there's no tricks. It's just real. You're keeping your insulin low. You're eliminating inflammation in your body, and the pounds are falling off. People falling off, which is amazing. So when I get that question about, are you going to do fasting your entire life? Yes. Yes, I am. Am I going to do OMAD my entire life? No, probably not. But I will keep my eating frequency to a minimum. I don't see a reason to eat 3, 4, 5 times a day. I don't see a reason to snack all throughout the day, because I know when you do that, you're hurting your body. You're hurting yourself, not just for weight, but your health. You're hurting your health. So sometimes, that old saying, when we know better, we do better. Well, I know better now, so I will do better. So if you haven't joined my Facebook group, Debbie Omad, over on Facebook, we have a phenomenal group of people over there that are so positive and uplifting and supportive, and they're just awesome. And I put a call out the other day on my Facebook saying, hey guys, we've got this great group of people here, and I love you guys so much. So let's start having you guys post once a week and tell us where you're at, what you're doing. And a few of you answered, and that was awesome. A bunch of you actually did post, and I was really, really pleased to see that. Thank you so much. But my catchphrase and my tagline, I guess, for this channel has always been, we will do this together. And I mean that. I mean that sincerely and from the bottom of my heart. We will do this together. And in order to do so, we need to know what you're doing, okay? And what your path is. And are you doing OMAD? Are you doing some other intermittent fasting? Are you doing keto? What are you doing? What are you doing? Share it with us and let us know what your progress is. Is it effective for you? Do you have some issues that you don't know how to fix yet? I mean, is there confusion? Let us know. Let us help, because that's what that group is all about. And again, like I said, I am just starting to take on additional clients. I have a couple already, but I'm looking to take on maybe 4 more maximum. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. Again, you can hit me up here on YouTube in the comments, or you can message me over on Facebook at Debbie Omad. And that is all I had for today. Love you guys so much, and get ready for weigh-in Monday. I plan to have some good news that day. Okay, talk soon. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.